Now, on the Fatboy Show today, there's a very interesting question we're exploring, and that is the question of gadgets. As you know, technology evolves so rapidly within such a short span of time. It's easy to think about gadgets that we took for granted 10, 15, 20 years ago, which today most kids would even have no clue of even what those gadgets are or what those gadgets do. So we're asking the question today, can you name a gadget that children today wouldn't understand if they saw it? What comes to mind for you, Sarah?
A CD player. Remember those portable CD player?
Discman.
Discman. Yes, that was it.
Discman. And especially, I think, in media products, which, media devices like DVD players, video players, videotape. I mean, all these are antiquated now.
Yeah.
You can't imagine that once upon a time we used to watch movies on these big gadgets that look like suitcases, literal suitcases.
Yes.
And yet now, I mean, I know you watch your Netflix on your phone.
Yes, I do.
And so just through your phone, you have access to all
Everything.
the movies you want to watch, all the TV series you want to watch.
All the music.
Yeah. That too. So, I mean, it's so funny how we spent many of our teenage years and early 20s, at least I did, collecting cassette tapes of music.
Exactly.
Which now are just, I don't even use.
Listen, in my household, the CD and the CD player is very foreign to the kids. They're like, what is this
What
for?
does it even do?
What does it do?
It's just so funny. And I remember my father in the 80s when video VCRs were just becoming a big thing.
Yeah.
And of course, being an African, he was very excited about these things. And so he used to stay up till late every night recording movies as they would air on television. So he'd buy every week he'd buy 20 blank videotapes and record them off of TV as they were broadcast. And he would labor to put the labels and the names of the films on the cassettes, thinking that, when we eventually go back to Uganda, we'll have all the movies we'll ever need. And he spent many, many hours on that. And I look back on that and I laugh because it's like, now we don't even watch those movies anymore.
But it was
tapes
sweet.
are now just moldy and unusable. The video player, cassette players have all broken down.
Yeah.
It teaches. I feel like there's a lesson in there, in as far as how we shouldn't spend too much time quibbling over collecting things today, because tomorrow they might be useless.
Absolutely. At home, my mom it's one of her prized possessions. It's that what is it called? Remember that it's called a vinyl,
Vinyl.
A vinyl, yes.
Record player.
A record player. So it is her most prized possession. It even has a glass case.
Wow.
And she has all the records from Luther Vandross, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. She has them.
Imagine that.
She has them. They are her prized possession.
Wow.
And I agree, they're very beautiful to look at. Very vintage.
Very. And actually, there's a movement of people who specifically buy music on vinyls, and there's artists who still release on vinyls.
I should tell my mom, and perhaps she can, sell to the highest bidder, because she has the original albums on vinyl, right there. I think all Michael Jackson's albums, Janet Jackson, she has.
Wow.
I'm like, Luther Vandross, what's the other guy? Lionel Richie.
Wow. So these are things that children today will never understand.
They will never understand.
Having
because
grown up.
back then, that was the real deal. Now, everything is just... It's just meh.
It's just meh. Let's go back to the good old days.